We give you the facts, it's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I think? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
People of Center, St. Mary and surrounding.
Yeah, watch Popeyes, mama.
Here is
Where I watch?
Popeye.
are you an entertainer? If you are,
Greetings viewers and subscribers. Princess Ashik, you're a student at the Godfrey Stewart High School in Savannah Lamar in the parish of Westmoreland. You're celebrating your 16th birthday today. A happy birthday to you. Let's hope that today you're gonna be having a wonderful birthday and may you live to see lots more. Next week, Friday, August 15, Stacy and Luther, the big chef, are inviting you to their fish fry. This will be held at Luther Shop at Guzzletown at Landilo Phase 5. There will be food and refreshment on sale and you can come out and get your food early. On the menu will be escovitch fish, fried and steam roast fish, conch, stew pork and chicken. The sides will be roast breadfruit, festival and rice and peas. That's next week, Friday, August 15. And there will be music for your dancing pleasure. Come out and support. In the news today, detectives at the Montego Bay Sissoko office, they have arrested and charged a 34-year-old guy for the offense of rape. His name is Ricardo Antonio Johnson, but he's also known as Joby or Saman. Joby is a cabinet maker and he's from Sheffield in the parish of Westmoreland. The allegation is that early Monday morning, August 4, a female in her mid-20s, she was at a party in a community in the parish of St. James. She left the party about some minutes to 4 o'clock and she walked to her apartment, which is close by to where the party was being held. On reaching her apartment, she opened her door and was entering when she was attacked by Joby. He pushed her into the apartment and demanded to have intercourse with her. The female, she refused, and Joby, he forcefully had intercourse with her. The female, she managed to escape and she ran out of the apartment and screamed out for help. Joby, he ran out behind her, held on to the female and pulled her back inside the apartment, but by this time, residents heard the screaming and they were out to assist the female. Joby, he was chased by the residents and afraid of getting justice in the jungle. He ran straight to the Barretttown police station. The police, on learning what took place, they placed Joby into custody and they commenced investigations. Joby, he was eventually charged by the police, so he'll be facing the courts shortly. Over in Westmoreland, the police, they have arrested and charged a guy named Sean Brown. He is 19 years old and he's living at Silver Spring in the parish of Westmoreland. Sean Brown, he has been charged for malicious communication. The allegation is that sometime last week, a female in her late 20s who is living in the parish of Westmoreland, she was at her home when she received a text message from Sean telling her that he had hacked into one of her Snapchat accounts. Sean, he went on to block the female from most of her social media accounts. He then demanded the password for another Snapchat account, but the female refused. Sean is alleged to have gone on and posted several nude photos of the female on Snapchat. A report was made to the police who commenced investigations, and earlier this week, Sean, he was held in a raid carried out by the police. He was charged, so he'll be facing the courts shortly. Over in Old Harbour in the parish of St. Catherine, a guy has been slapped with similar charges. Malicious communication. His name is Renaldan Hilton, but he's popularly known as Mario. Mario is 25 years old and he's employed as a store clerk. He's living at Canal Crescent in the Lakemore Garden area of Spanish Town in the parish of St. Catherine. It is said that Mario and a 20-year-old female, they were involved in an intimate relationship. That relationship ended sometime last month, and it is said that Mario, he started threatening the female that he would be disseminating X-rated videos of her. On Monday, August 4, Mario, he carried out his threat and he sent 2 videos to the female's sister. A report was made to the police and Mario, he was picked up. He has since been charged and he'll be facing the courts shortly. In this report, you remember that earlier this week, I told you about those hoodlums on your screen? That robbery, it was carried out on the afternoon of Sunday, July 20 at minutes to 4 o'clock. It took place at the Supermoon Supermarket on Barnett Street in Montego Bay. The 4 hoodlums, they entered the supermarket and they robbed cash amounting to about 130,000 Jamaican dollars and a quantity of liquor. That said night, the hoodlums, they robbed a businessman at his shop on Godfrey Boulevard of over 1 million Jamaican dollars. They also robbed a young man of a Toyota Axio motor car, cash and cellular phones after they had severely beat the young man up. The next morning, Monday, July 21, the Toyota Axio, it was intercepted by the police in the parish of Portland. The hoodlum who was driving the car escaped and 3 of them were held in the car. Well, our information is that the 3 hoodlums in police custody, they are leaking like bus pipes. This leaking led the police to pick up another of their cronies and that crony is also leaking. His name is David Goya, but he's popularly known as Bob. Bob is 23 years old and he's living at Garden Crescent in the Cornwall Courts area of St. James. On Tuesday, August 5, the police, acting on intelligence, they carried out a raid at Railway Lane in Montego Bay where Bob, he was held. He was questioned by the police and he gave the police a caution statement confessing to the role he played in several of these robberies that took place in and around Montego Bay. Bob, he was charged for the robbery at the Supermoon Supermarket. He was also charged for a robbery that took place on Monday night, July 7, about 8:45 o'clock. That robbery, it took place at the Fortune Supermarket on Barnett Street in Montego Bay. Bob confessed to the police that he and 2 of his cronies, they entered the supermarket and they were all armed with guns. They robbed the Chinese businessman of cash amounting to over 1 million Jamaican dollars. Stand by. Lots more to come. In this next report, now, on Monday, I carried a report and I told you that a guy named Basco, he was wanted by the St. James Police. Well, on Thursday, Basco, he handed in himself to the police in the company of a lawyer and he has now been charged by the police. His correct name is Clevan Brown and he is 23 years old. Basco is living at Campbell Hill in the Gutters area of St. James. It is alleged that on Sunday afternoon, August 3, about 2 o'clock, a man in his mid-70s, he's popularly known as Jinal. Jinal, he was standing near to a barber shop along the Tucker Main Road. A white BMW motor car that was parked in front of the barber shop and was being driven by Basco. It drove off and accidentally hit Jinal. In response to being hit, Jinal, he used one of his hands and he hit the BMW. Basco, he stopped the car and he and Jinal, they started to argue about what just took place. Basco, he came out of the BMW and he pushed Jinal. He then went back into the car and drove away. About an hour and a half later, Jinal, he was walking along the Tokamine Road on his way home. It is alleged that Basco, he drove up in the said BMW motor car and he stopped beside Jinal. It is further alleged that Basco, he came out of the car with a gun in his hand and he fired several shots at Jinal, hitting him to his right hand and on his penis. Basco, he then jumped back into the car and drove away, making good his escape. The police, they were called and they rushed with Jinal to hospital where he was treated and admitted. When the police processed that crime scene, 6 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. Now, like I said, I carried the story on Monday and I told Chapa Basco that it was best that him go give up himself to the police. Basco, he took the warning and he did just that on Thursday. He has now been charged by the police, so he'll be facing the courts shortly. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button as also. Hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you will be one of the first to be notified. In the final report for today, that guy on your screen, his name is Nieri Richards, but he was popularly known as Draco. Today, Saturday, August 9, Draco, he will be celebrating his 27th birthday. He lived at Tankhill in the Whitehall district area of Negril in the parish of Westmoreland. Now, yesterday, I broke the news on our Facebook page that Draco, he was shot and killed by the police in an alleged shootout. Persons were commenting under the post, but if you look on your screen, those comments were made by Draco's baby mother. She is popularly known as Chin. Chin said, "One baby father, make them post what them don't know. Me baby will leave things to God. Happy birthday tomorrow. Me baby will pull your things them tomorrow. We did for celebrate, but instead, them take you from your daughter and your son. God and time." She also made another comment. She asked the question, how can he be in a shootout and he's injured from the staff bus accident with a tear muscle? Listen, Jamaica careless bad, but okay, I don't want uno come for me too. So the police, they're claiming that Draco, he has been on their radar for a while now. That young man on your screen, his name is Duvan Brown. Duvan was born on December 10, 1995, and he's from a place named Nagotown in the Williamsfield area in the Withorn police area of Westmoreland. Duvan, he sat and was successful in the police entry exam. He went in and he was training to serve his country. He was now number 22050 Student Constable Duvan Brown. Before Duvan went to the National Police College at Twickenham Park in St. Catherine to train, he used to own and operate a block making machine. His family also owned and reared a lot of goats. It is said that Duvan's family and some guys in the community, they were having arguments about the goats. Duvan, who was still in training, he was assigned to Area 3 as a part of the Jamaica Constabulary Forces policy to expose officers in training to first-hand policing. It is said that the black machine that Duvan owned, it was being operated by one of his brothers, but it had broken down. As a result, on Wednesday, November 17, 2021, Duvan, he journeyed to Nagotown to fix the black machine. That said night, about minutes to 10 o'clock, Dufan, he was walking towards a grocery shop in the community when he was pounced on by about 4 hoodlums. The hoodlums, they pulled guns and opened gunfire, hitting Dufan several times all over his body. Dufan, he died as a result. The police, they're claiming that Draco, he was one of the hoodlums who killed Dufan. As a matter of fact, the police, they're claiming that Draco, he was heard boasting that him already have a police dopey pan him gun and him not afraid to put another police pan it. Are you following me? No, the police, they are also claiming that Draco, he was one of the hoodlums who shot and killed that guy on your screen. His name is Kemar Williams, but he was popularly known as Emperor. Emperor was almost 38 years old and he's from the Bluefields area, but he was living at a section known as Little Haiti in the Namprel Road area of Negril in the parish of Westmoreland. Last month, on Friday night, July 11, about 11 o'clock, Emperor, he was among a group of persons in a shop in the Little Haiti area. Emperor, he was sitting in a chair watching TV when a hoodlum walked up, put a gun to Emperor's head and squeezed. The hoodlum, he then ran away, making good his escape with his crony who was on the lookout. Emperor, he died right there seated in the chair. The police, they are claiming that yesterday morning, Friday, August 8, about a few minutes after 4 o'clock, acting on intelligence and armed with a search warrant, members of the Area 1 Fugitive Apprehension Team, they went to pay Draco a visit. They are claiming that Draco, he pulled a gun and opened gunfire them, hitting one of the police officers in his chest. Luckily, that police officer was wearing a bulletproof vest. They are saying that they returned the fire and twos it was all over. The police, they are claiming that Draco, he fell clutching one black and army green colored Glock 34 9mm pistol with the serial number intact. It was affixed with a magazine containing 6 9mm live rounds. Indicom are carrying out investigations. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them no out can't take, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town man a pay blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder.